We've said on here a bunch that Minnesota fighting Vikings superstar wide receiver Justin friggin' Jefferson is the one oasis, the one bastion where the national media jabroni haircuts can't just depress his value, and they have to be like, hey, he is elite, we love him, and blah, blah, blah. Even though he's wearing a Vikings uniform, just think, if Jefferson, knock on wood, had been a Raider, or if he had been an Eagle, or if he had been a Patriot, or a Packer, or whatever, or God forbid a Cowboy, how much more hyped he would be. He'd already be up. He'd already be in Canton if he wasn't a Viking. But we'll take what we can get. And like we said, he is our oasis, and we hope that he don't go away. And Pro Football Focus asked the question that we Vikings fans already know. Is Justin Jefferson already the best wide receiver in the damn league? And Sam Monson wrote up a great piece about it. Wanted to walk through. We wanted to give some plaudits. We also wanted to give some rebuttals. So here's what they wrote. The bar keeps being set higher and higher, even with the adjusting scale. Minnesota Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson has enjoyed a remarkable start to his NFL career. Adjusting scale because he's on the Vikings, because just like, slide that thing down. I understand that's not what they meant, but we have to take everything to hat. Famously, the fifth receiver taken in the 2020 draft, Jefferson dominated the second he was given an opportunity to start for the Vikings, as he somehow replaced Stephon Diggs in his production without missing a beat. Also, younger as well as on his rookie deal. And for that, we thank you. Nonetheless, is he already the best wide receiver in the NFL? Jefferson has earned second-team All-Pro nominations each of his first two seasons in the league. Should have been first-team last year, since Debo was primarily a running back, but it is what it is. Meaning he already has one more All-Pro appearance than Mike Evans. Mike Evans, by the way, gets slept on. He's a fantastic wide receiver. He has more receiving yards than any other receiver through the first 2 years of his career, and more yards than any other receiver before turning 23 years old. No doubt aided by the extra game last year. Oh, yeah, but let's forget they didn't start the first 2 games of his rookie year. Yeah, let's just poo-poo on that. Also, hey, remember, his quarterback is Kirkua Jerome Ezekiel Cousins. You know that guy that you national media people just love to all over the place? Just like, feh. Like Kirk Cousins to you is the fly and the gnats at the barbecue. Just like, get off the potato salad. It's got raisins in it. Why do you put raisins in? Anyway, Jefferson is excited about this new offense not being a run-first offense anymore. However, prior to 2022, he thrived in a run-first offense that was conservative enough to frustrate Diggs into leaving to get more opportunities elsewhere. Yeah, people forget about that. It wasn't really a clash of personality. It was more Stephon Diggs didn't like the direction where the offense is going. And now he went to the Bills, who never run the ball. And he's happy as a clam, man. Jefferson's been NFL blah, blah, blah. Has been one of the most productive receivers in an offense that has been the 8th most run-heavy over that time since entering NFL, blah, blah, blah. Debo and Devontae Adams, yada, yada. Adams has been the benchmark, blah, 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 blah. The big question mark about him as a prospect was whether he could win on the outside, round the outside, at the next level, because he had done the majority of his damage in college in the slot, aligning to accommodate Jamar Chase playing on the outside, as well as Terrace Marshall Jr. on the outside on the other sside. Obviously, the question to that is a resounding yes. I mean, what dummies thought that Jefferson could only play in the slot? I don't know, man. I don't know. Blah, blah. Put that one to bed. The best 3 PFF grades when lined up in the slot last year were from Cooper Kupp, Adams, and Jefferson. But Jefferson also trails only Adams in grade when lined up on the outside since he has entered the league. Against man coverage, Jefferson is once again in the top 3. Nobody has a better grade against press coverage, yada, yada. Jefferson already has elite route running skills and ability to defeat aggressive man coverage. He's also extremely good after the catch, as he has broken 22 tackles after the catch since entering the league. And that's what's really... as my voice cracks, you like that? So that's what's really amazing about Jefferson is that he isn't physically imposing. Like, he's not a DK Metcalf out there, but he plays strong. He's able to get off press, and he's just so damn smooth, man. He is. Plus, he's physical from the standpoint that after the catch, you notice how he always falls forward? He is always just absorbing up an extra yard or two. Whenever he gets contact, whenever he's about to be tackled, he's always reaching. He always finds a creative way to extend the football without putting the ball at risk, by the way, of just getting an extra yard. That's why he picks up so many first downs. Like there were so many times where he should have been stopped a yard or two of the sticks, but he finds a way to just get through and get loose. I think that's a very underrated skill, and I don't think that's something that you really teach, because you don't see that from every receiver around the league, but Jefferson does that every single time. It continues. Most of Jefferson's biggest plays come from deep targets, excelling in that area in the NFL, with one of the highest deep target rates among elite receivers and one of the highest target rates relative to his snap total. Oh, but I was told that Kirk Cousins sucks. Balls. All right, but Jefferson and the deep ball, the connection with Kirk Cousins is there, and that's with a very porous interior offensive line in terms of pass protection, especially 5-7-step drop pass protection, which you need to facilitate some of those deep routes. Jefferson, blah, blah, blah. When adding all those skills together, it creates a composite that doesn't have a glaring weakness. Jefferson is an elite route runner, even against very aggressive. Physical coverage, has excellent ball skills, even when the target is contested, is one of the best deep threats in the league, and is hard to bring down after the catch. At a minimum, it's clear that Jefferson is one of the NFL's most complete receivers already, and his PFF grading suggests that he is also one of the best. And then it continues there. The league has been more pass happy than it is right now. That's why it's swimming with elite receivers. Jefferson began his career at a record-breaking pace, and he has a better environment on paper for 2022 than he has in either of his previous seasons. Yes, having O'Connell versus the boy blunder, Clint Kubiak, as well as getting the offensive line going, as well as having a head coach who actually wants to put points on the board. Yeah, it's pretty okay. It might be a little early to definitively declare him as the best receiver in the National Football League, but when we look at his tape, production, and advanced metrics, it's impossible to decisively rule him out of consideration. Jefferson is as good as it gets right now and is only entering his third season as a professional. My question would be, who would you put ahead of him? Especially, well, there's a couple of factors. Who would you take ahead of him for a season? I can understand why people will make the case for Cooper Kupp. He just won the Triple Crown Super Bowl MVP. I get that. I can see why people will make a case for Davante Adams, yada, yada. Except both those guys are in their late 20s, heading towards 30 very quickly. But with Justin friggin' Jefferson just turning 23, I'll take Jefferson long term. Plus the fact that he's on his rookie deal for one more season before he's eligible for an extension next offseason. Yes, I'll take it. And I know people will worship at the altar of Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase is a bad mofo, but Jefferson's done it 2 years in a row. Now, if Chase can duplicate all of that action, boss, in year two, then we'll certainly have a conversation. But the fact that Jefferson has done this with so many hurdles and impediments in his way with the Vikings, whether it be coaching, whether it be philosophy, whether it be offensive line, whether it be apparently the media still hates Kirk Cousins, you forget to factor that in, it's amazing. It truly is amazing. And the fact that he's now hooked up with Kevin O'Connell, who is part of the offense that kept getting Cooper Kupp the damn football, stylistically it won't be the same, but getting Jefferson the ball when he's double and triple teamed, when everyone knows that he's getting the ball, and the defensive coordinator's number one priority that entire week was the scheme to keep the ball out of 18's hands, and he still gets it. Oof. Come on, baby. Like, we're talking 140 catches, 1,800 yards receiving, 17, 18 touchdowns, triple crown threat. Let's go, man. So, again, who would you take above him right now? Again, even taking off the purple colored glasses and vomiting up the purple Kool-Aid, which they should have done. Anyway, who'd you take right now over Jefferson? I don't think you'd take anyone, because you're not taking Tyreek, you're not taking Diggs, you're not taking Mike Evans, you're not taking Godwin, you're not taking Keenan Allen. You're not doing it. Can't do it. Can't win with them. Can't do it. Well, we can certainly win with Justin Jefferson. That's right. Also, I miss Gronklin. Baby, come back. But anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Pro Football Focus asks the question, is Justin freaking Jefferson already the wide receiver one in the National Football League? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and their thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.